Hello and welcome YouTube friends. My name is Lou. I am a yoga teacher and a strength and conditioning coach. And today I have for you a 45-minute Lotus flow. So as you've probably noticed, I'm not in my usual setup. I am practicing outside today and the birds are beautiful, but you might hear them coming through on the mic. So just really invite you here to allow any additional sounds to be a part of your practice. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start in a cross-legged position. So you're more than welcome to either sit up on a block or a bolster if that's more comfortable, or you can make your way into a chair. Otherwise, just sitting cross-legged in a Sukhasana pose. And as we ground into the space, we'll just take a moment here to firstly check in with the physical body. How are you feeling in your physical body today? And without the need to label or change anything, just observing whatever it is that you notice, whether it's spaciousness, expansiveness. Perhaps you feel well rested. Maybe you feel a little bit tired, a little bit achy. Perhaps there's a little bit of tension through the body today. And as we begin to deepen our awareness to the physical, also beginning to tune into the breath. And once again, without the need to change or fix anything, just observing how the breath feels. Let's take a big breath in through the nose. And then a soft sigh through the mouth. Start just by dropping the chin towards the chest, and then we'll gently guide the head from side to side. So you can either roll the neck, moving through some half neck rolls, or if rolling the head doesn't feel good, then you can just simply tilt the head from side to side and then perhaps forwards and backwards as well. Good. And then bring the head back up through neutral. We're going to tilt the head towards the left shoulder and then extend your right arm out beside you. Flex or extend your wrist up so that your fingers are facing up, or your fingertips. And then we're going to circle back and around through this right side shoulder. Good. And then switch it up and go the other way. Nice. Alrighty, release the right hand down, guide the head back up to neutral, and then take the head over to the right. Left arm extending the wrist, so fingertips facing up, and then we circle back and around. Beautiful, and then switch it up, go the other way. It's normal to feel some nervy sensations through the arm here. Beautiful. Alrighty, release the left hand down, guide the head back up. We're going to pick up this right leg in our seated position, and then just like you're rocking a baby, we're going to rock this right leg inside the hip socket from side to side. Just creating a little bit of passive mobility here through the hip. Beautiful. And then bring the right leg in, so the knee is in towards the chest. And then you can either catch hold of the foot or just the outsides of the lower leg as you extend that leg out long. And it's still early in the practice here, so no forcing. And we're going to just do a little bit of pulsing here through this right leg, extending and then flexing through that right side knee. Beautiful. And then place the right leg down, switch it over to the left side, so like you're cradling a baby from side to side. And then once again, just bringing the knee back in towards the midline, holding on to either the edge of the lower leg or to the foot as you flex and extend. And the leg doesn't need to be anywhere near the torso here. If it's a bit too strong, having the leg drawing in, just have it a little bit further away and simply just flex and extend from there. Nice. Okay. And so we're going to place this left leg on top of the right leg, coming into a half lotus pose. So if this feels a little bit too strong for you, first option is just to come into a simple seat, or you can bring the soles of the feet together for a Baddha Konasana. Otherwise, left leg is stacked on top of the right, and then the right foot is stacked underneath the knee. Option to place a block here for a little bit of extra height. And then we're going to fold forwards here over this left leg. Good. And then slowly roll the spine back up. Option to do this with or without the hands. We're going to unravel the legs, switch it over to the other side, this time right leg on top. Option for any of the modifications that I offered you on the first side. And then once again, folding forwards here. Beautiful. And then slowly walk the hands back up. Alrighty, from here we're going to come into a tabletop position. And as always, we'll just spend a little bit of time just having a conversation with the spine, with the hips. Maybe moving through some cat-cow movements or some big spirals through the pelvis. Integrating through the shoulders, the wrists. And there's no right or wrong here, so just moving in any way that feels good. And then coming back through center, reach the arms forwards, tuck under the toes, downward facing dog. And we'll spend a little bit of time here just pedaling out the feet, maybe shifting hips and pelvis from side to side. Releasing through the back of the head and the neck, maybe giving the head a little shake, a nod, yes, no. Beautiful. And then coming into stillness, let's take a full breath in through the nose. And then let it go through the nose or the mouth. Nice. Alrighty, let's ground into the left foot and take the right leg up to the sky. And then once you've arrived at the top, we'll bend this right knee, maybe draw some circles through this right side hip. Beautiful. And then extending all the way back to three-leg dog, breath in. Exhale, roll forwards, step between the hands. We're going to step the right foot immediately behind the left leg, so we're in this cross-legged forward fold. Fingertips to the earth as you lift the chest halfway. Exhale, we fold. And you can bend the knees here. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, we fold. Ground into the right hand and the right foot as you unravel the left side body all the way out into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So pressing back through that left foot, left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Good, big step back with that left leg, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Let's roll the body forwards, breath in. Option to lower to the knees here for Chaturanga. We're going to lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, so you lift the chest for Cobra or Baby Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's move straight into the other side, taking the left leg up to the sky. And then we bend this top knee once again, draw some circles. Strong and steady through that right side shoulder. And then we extend all the way back to three-leg dog. Breath in. Exhale, roll forwards and step between the hands. This time right leg scooches in behind the left. Lift the chest halfway. Breath in. Exhale, we fold. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, fold. This time grounding into the left foot and the left hand as you unravel the right side body up towards the sky. Ardha Chandrasana. Pressing back through that right side heel. And so good. Holding for one more breath. Big step back with that right leg. Plant the hands. Downward facing dog. Let's bend the knees as we look forward. Step, hop or float to the front of the mat. Lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground into the feet as you sweep all the way up. Exhale, the hands to heart. We're going to take the Lotus of 1,000 petals here, so connecting the thumb and the index finger, creating like a diamond shape, and then spreading the rest of the fingers wide. Reaching the arms up overhead, hovering the fingertips over your crown. From here we ground into the left foot, sweep the right leg all the way back, find warrior 3. Keep reaching the fingertips. So good. Come back all the way up to standing, right knee to the chest. Find stork pose. Land this right foot down. Drop it down into chair pose, Utkatasana. Big breath in. Exhale, we fold. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or jump back through Chaturanga. Option to lower to the knees. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take the right leg up to the sky. Breath in. Exhale, big step through between the hands, lowering the back knee down. Find Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Plant the hands, big step back to high plank. Option to flow through Chaturanga or to the knees. Inhale for the back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. We take the left leg up to the sky, breath in. Exhale, big step through between the hands, finding Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Plant the hands. This time we step forwards as we lift the chest halfway. Exhale, we fold. Bend the knees, hinge the hips, Utkatasana, chair pose. Good. We're going to hold here for 1. Exhale. And for 2. Exhale. And for 3. Exhale. Good work. Let's press through the feet. Sweep the arms all the way up. Find your Lotus of 1,000 petals once again. Spreading the fingers, index finger and thumb connect. Anchor into the right foot and sweep the left leg back. Warrior 3. Good. Pivot on the hip, left knee to the chest. Find stork pose. Lower the left foot to the ground. Drop it down into chair. Breathing in. Exhale, fold. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or jump back through Chaturanga. Option to lower to the knees. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We take the left leg up to the sky, breath in. Exhale, big step through between the hands, finding Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Plant the hands, step back to high plank. Option to flow with the knees on the ground or lifted. Inhale for the back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Let's take the right leg up to the sky, breath in. Exhale, big step through between the hands, lower the back knee down, Anjaneyasana. Plant the hands, this time we step forwards as you lift the chest halfway. Exhale, we fold. Bend the knees, hinge the hips, Utkatasana. Option here to come up onto the balls of the feet. We're gonna hold for 1. Exhale, and for 2. Exhale, and for 3. Exhale, land the heels down, come all the way to standing. Roll the shoulders back and down the spine. And taking a moment here just to tune in to the breath once again. Noticing your heartbeat underneath your hands. The expansion and contraction of the belly and the chest. And noticing this sense of vitality of life that you are cultivating in your practice. Let's take a big breath in. And then a sigh through the mouth. Gently open the eyes. Let's reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees and fold, plant the hands. Take a big step back to downward facing dog. Let's take the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, roll forwards, tap the left elbow. Take it all the way back to your 3-leg dog. From here, option for a left side Vashisthasana, or you can come into a left side fallen tree, stacking the right leg on top of the left. We're going to step forwards to the front of the mat, baby steps or big step, all the way through as you come all the way up to stalk pose, left knee to the chest. Let's cross the left leg on top of the right, drop it all the way down into eagle pose. We're going to take Padme Mudra with the hands, or Lotus Mudra. So connecting the thumb and the pinky finger together as you open your Lotus Mudra in front of your chest. From here, can you sink the hips all the way down? Big bend into the knees. Beautiful. Alrighty, as we come back up to standing, keep crossing the left leg over the right. We exhale, fold forwards once again in this cross-legged fold. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, we fold. Beautiful, anchoring into the right hand and the right foot as you sweep the left leg back, coming into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Big step back with this left leg, bending into the left knee. Find Skandasana, option to take the right arm up to the sky. We frame the left foot at the back of the mat. Big step back to downward facing dog. Option here to roll the body forwards on the breath in. Chaturanga, breath out. Inhale for upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Let's take the right leg up to the sky again. Exhale, tap the left elbow. Sweep it all the way back, breath in. Option for left side Vashisthasana or fallen tree, stacking the right leg on top of the left. Big step or baby steps to the front of the mat as you step it through, coming all the way up to stalk pose, left knee to the chest. Let's drop it down to eagle once again, crossing the left leg on top of the right, pulling the lotus to your chest, thumb and pinky finger connected. Finding your balance here, sinking the hips nice and low. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. As you come to standing, keep the crossed legs. Exhale, we fold, left leg in front of the right. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, we fold. Anchor into the right foot and the right hand as you unravel, sweeping that left arm up to the sky, left leg to the back of the mat, finding half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So good, everyone. Big step back with the left leg, finding Skandasana, option to reach the right arm up to the sky. We frame the left foot back at the front of the mat, take a big step back to downward facing dog. Option here to roll the body forwards, breath in, chaturanga, breath out. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's land here with a breath in and a breath out. So good. Let's take the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, tap the right elbow. Sweep it all the way back, breath in. Pivoting onto the right side this time, either for fallen tree or for Vashisthasana, right side. Big step forwards with that left leg, coming all the way up to stork pose, right knee to the chest. Eagle legs, right leg crosses on top of the left as we drop it all the way down into your eagle. Find your Lotus Mudra at the front of the chest. Can you sink the legs even lower? Steady breaths. So good. Alrighty, let's mindfully come to standing. Keep the right leg crossed in front of the left. Exhale, we fold. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, we fold. Left leg, left hand, stay where they are as you unravel the right side body this time. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Reaching those right fingertips. Big step back with that right leg, bending into the right knee, finding Skandasana, option to reach the left arm to the sky. We've framed the right foot at the back of the mat, downward facing dog. Option to roll the body forwards to high plank, moving through a vinyasa. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Let's take the left leg up to the sky again. Exhale to the right elbow. Sweep it all the way back, breath in. Option for Vashisthasana or fallen tree. Once again, left leg on top of the right. Big step or baby steps to the front of the mat, finding stork pose, right knee to the chest. We drop it down once again into Garudasana, eagle legs. Bringing the hands to heart center, find your lotus. Sink the hips even lower, breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Let's come to standing, keeping the right leg crossed over the left. Exhale, we fold. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, we fold. Beautiful. Left arm, left leg stay as they are. Right side unravels to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Reaching through the right heel. Big step back with the right leg, coming into Skandasana, right side, option to take the left arm to the sky. Let's frame the right foot at the front of the mat, downward facing dog. Big breath in as you roll the body forwards to high plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale for the back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. And arriving here with a breath in and a breath out. So good. Let's take the right leg up to the sky. Exhale to the left elbow. From here, we sweep it all the way back. Option for Vashisthasana, option to flip your dog over for Wild Thing, taking the hips, the heart up towards the sky. And from your Wild Thing, coming all the way to the front of the mat, big step or baby steps through as you come all the way up to Stork Pose, left knee to the chest. Good job. Let's cross the left leg on top of the right, finding Garudasana, eagle legs, Padme Mudra in front of the heart space. We're going to unravel straight into Ardha Chandrasana here. Right fingertips float to the earth. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Pressing back through that left side heel. From here, let's level off the pelvis. Take as much of a bend into your right supporting leg as you need to. Press your left heel towards the back of the mat. Keeping your weight in this right side leg, we're going to mindfully begin to lower this left leg all the way through, keeping that left foot flexed. Maybe you catch hold of the big toe as it comes all the way through and you come up to standing. Whew. Catching hold of that big toe, hand to toe pose. Maybe use that right arm as counterbalance, pulling that left shoulder back into its socket slightly, embracing the wobbles. Beautiful. Let's draw the left knee in first and then take a big step back with that left leg, finding Skandasana, option to reach the right arm up to the sky. Beautiful. We frame the left foot at the back of the mat, press forwards into a standing split, engaging through that right side glute, working the hip flexors. If you usually will catch hold of your opposite leg to kind of pull yourself forwards, see if you can just use the strength of that right side hip and glute to keep that leg as high as you can. Good, let's hold for one more breath. Stay for the out breath. Beautiful, we take a big step back. With this right leg, lower the back knee down, shift the hips all the way back, find Hanumanasana, half split. We're going to bring the right hand to the outside of the left leg and then take the left arm up to the sky into a twist. Beautiful. Maybe you take a little bit of a fold over to that left side. Bit of a nervy stretch through the outer left leg. And let's roll forwards here. Frame the left foot, downward facing dog. Option to move through a vinyasa here, moving with the breath. And I'll meet you back in down dog whenever you're ready. And let's move through the other side here. We take the left leg up to the sky. Exhale to the right elbow. Sweep it all the way back, breath in. Option for Vashisthasana or to follow it through to Wild Thing, placing the left foot behind you, lifting the hips, heart up to the sky. Wherever you're at, making your way to the front of the mat, big step or baby steps through as you come up to Stork Pose, right knee to the chest. Let's place the right leg on top of the left, drop it all the way down into your Garudasana. Hands at the heart space, find your Lotus. Steady breaths. We're going to unravel here, straight into Ardha Chandrasana, left side. Left fingertips reach the ground. Right arm unravels to the sky. Pressing back through that right side heel. Okay. So let's level off the pelvis once again. Take as much of a bend into this left knee as you need to. Press back through that right side foot. Keeping the weight in that left leg, we're going to mindfully, with an engaged right leg, follow it all the way through, lowering the right foot to the ground, but keep threading it through. Maybe you catch hold of the big toe as you come all the way up into your hand to toe pose. Pulling that right shoulder back. Spreading the toes of that left foot. So good. Alrighty, let's draw the right knee in first and then take a mindful step back, finding Skandasana. Option to take the left arm up to the sky. We frame the right foot at the front of the mat once again, pressing forwards to standing split. Just using the strength of that left leg to keep the leg lifted. Squeezing that left side glute. Nice long spine, open chest. Beautiful. Let's take a big step back with that left leg. Soften the left knee down and then shift the hips all the way back. Finding Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Folding forwards over that front leg. Nice. Alrighty, let's bring the left hand to the outside of that right foot or ankle and then reach the right arm to the sky, coming into a little twist. And then maybe you lower that right hand down and then take a little fold over to the right side, breathing into that nervy stretch through the outer side of the right leg. And then come back through center. Let's roll the body forwards, bend the front knee, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Big breath in as you roll the body forwards to high plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale for the back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good. Let's take a full breath in. And then a soft sigh through the mouth. Okay, we're going to make our way into a right side pigeon, taking the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, roll forwards. Place the right knee down behind your right wrist. Grabbing any props on your way down to support your body here. And as always, just taking a moment to arrive into the active variation of the shape before we move into any passive holds. Can you use the strength of your hips, of your legs, to hold you in this position just for a couple of breaths? Working your active range. And maybe you continue to hold here if that feels good. Or maybe you fold forwards over that right leg. But either way, let the head be supported by the backs of the hands, a block, a pillow. Okay, and so let's slowly begin to walk the hands back up. We're going to roll onto this right hip slightly and swing the left leg all the way around. I'm going to turn so that I'm facing you. You continue to face the front of the mat as you are. We're going to bring the left leg on top of the right once again, coming into a half lotus. Now, if this doesn't feel accessible or comfortable in your body, of course, you can come into a sukhasana. Or you can bring the soles of the feet together for a Baddha Konasana. So please feel free to adjust the shape as you need to. If you're in a half lotus and you feel pretty comfortable where you're at and you'd like to move into full lotus, then we're going to fold the right leg on top of the left. So the left foot comes into the right side hip crease, and then you pick up the right leg and thread that on top, resting on top of the left hip crease. I'm just taking a couple of steady breaths here. Whatever variation you've chosen, And know that that is exactly as it should be, exactly as you need to be. Not every single pose, posture is available to every single body, dependent on your, not just your flexibility, but the orientation of your bones, the length of your bones, your genetic makeup means that our bodies are not supposed to fit into a cookie cutter shape for everyone. The practice is in the details, in how we speak to ourselves on the mat, how we face times of challenge, of discomfort, how we sit in stillness, how we breathe, how we find ways to connect to our inner world and the community around us. Okay. And so for those of you that are in Padmasana, lotus pose, you're going to mindfully unravel the right leg and then unravel the left. And place the feet down at the edge corners. Edge corners? At the corners, top corners. And then windscreen wipe the knees in and out. So good. Alrighty, from here, let's move into a left side pigeon. So left leg stays in front this time. Right leg sweeps behind. And adjusting your shape as you need to, either coming onto your back or grabbing any props that you need. And let's hold here in this active variation once again, just for a couple of breaths. See if you can not use the strength of your hands to hold yourself in this position. And if this position feels really hard to be in and you have to use the hands, that is totally fine, but try to use the strength of the legs, building it up bit by bit. Any active stretching, active mobility that we do is going to benefit your body in daily life. Okay, so option to hold here once again, or you can fold forwards over the left leg. Once again, letting the head, the neck be supported. Okay, and so let's slowly roll the body up once again. This time we're going to roll onto the left hip slightly, swing the right leg all the way around so that you're facing the front of the mat once again. Left leg underneath, right leg on top. If you're coming into a half lotus, option for any of the options that I gave to you on the first side, any of the modifications. Option to take a full lotus, so bringing the right foot to the inside of that left hip crease first, and then folding the left leg on top of the right, bringing that up into the right hip crease. And anchoring through the sit bones. Nice long spine. Okay. And so if you're in Padmasana, just slowly unraveling the left leg and then the right leg, giving the legs a little windscreen wipe once again from side to side. Nice. Okay. And so we're going to finish today's practice in a meditation, my friends. So you're more than welcome to join me in a seat, or you can lay down on your back. And let's close the eyes. And if closing the eyes doesn't feel good, of course you can just fix your gaze at a point close by. And whether you're sitting or laying down, let's take a moment just to roll the shoulders back into their sockets and softening the shoulder blades back and down the spine. And I'd like you to visualize here a piece of golden thread attached to the crown of your head. And as though that piece of golden thread is being pulled up from above you, lifting up all the way through the head, through the heart space, through each of the vertebrae of the spine, but finding that sense of anchoring and grounding into the pelvis. And take a moment to focus your energy on your heart space. In any way that you identify with it, whether that's a visualization, sensations, a sound, a color. But I'd like you to imagine that within each in-breath, your heart space is being filled with life force energy. And with every out-breath, this life force energy moves from your body out into your external world. Moving through everything that you touch, everything that you connect with. And the heart space has this divine emotional intelligence. It has a brain that is able to work independently of our anatomical, physical brain in way of neurons and proteins and neurotransmitters. Our hearts have capacity to communicate and to understand without the rationality and understanding of the brain. And the heart's magnetic field has the capacity to move outside of the body. Which means that when we drop into a state of heart coherence, when we feel joy, gratitude, and love in our physical bodies, and we allow that emotion to be felt, not only can it be felt by us on a physical level, but it can be felt by those around us. So I invite you, when you step away from this practice today, just to take a moment, whether it's a minute, 5 minutes, to think of something that brings you joy. It doesn't matter how big or how small, but allow that joy to be felt by your physical body. And this is where I'm going to leave you today, my friends. And I'd like to take a moment before I leave you to, of course, acknowledge and honor the traditional roots of yoga, the ancient teachings and the various lineages that have passed down this sacred wisdom. And thank you so much for taking time out of your day to practice with me. I really hope that you join me again soon.